So over the past 500 days, I've been investing $1 every single day to see how much money I can make. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at all of it. We're going to be looking at some of my profits, my losses, and virtually everything I learned over the past 500 days with investing $1 per day into the stock market. Now, the broker that I've been using is Robinhood, and we're going to be doing a little breakdown of that and why I chose that broker. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, we talk about everything money, stocks, money management, trading, investing, credit cards. So make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. So guys, let's jump into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. All right, so like I mentioned, over the past 500 days, I've been investing $1 every single day to honestly see how much money I can make and to prove to you guys you don't need hundreds or thousands of dollars to get started with investing and to make money from investing. You guys can start out with as little as $1. Most of us, we go out, we buy coffee almost every single day. We have some sort of thing we buy that we probably shouldn't. So for me, I felt like I could easily invest $1 per day. I do invest more into other accounts, but I opened up a Robinhood account because they let you set up a recurring investment for $1. They don't charge any fees or any commission, and they do offer a 1% match on IRAs. I did not use this. We're not going to be breaking down that account. We're going to be breaking down a standard broker's account, but I just wanted to let you know that you guys can sign up with Robinhood and get a 1% match on your IRA investments, which is pretty nice. Because honestly, most brokers don't do that. Robinhood is honestly the only one. The only time you hear about a match from an IRA or a 401k is with an employer, so it's honestly pretty crazy that a broker is offering a 1% match on money, which is really, really cool to see. All right, so let's just jump into seeing how much money I made over the past year. Now, drum roll. I made a whopping $109 over the past year with investing into Robinhood. Now, for my account, that's about 20%. My account value is just a shy over $640, which is awesome to see some sort of growth out of this. And on top of that, in the 1 month alone, we made a whopping 6% return, which is near and around $30 in profits, which is really awesome to see because comparing to just what the general S&P 500 has done over the past year alone, it's only had a return of 14%. So meaning right now I'm performing better than the S&P 500, which is awesome. And it's really crazy to think about that most hedge fund managers can't even beat the S&P 500. So for me, I think it's really cool to see that I'm performing better than the S&P 500. But now what holdings do I have in my portfolio? Now looking here, you guys can see that I invest a ton. I'm super diversified, but we'll just talk about the top 5 holdings that I have and kind of why I chose them. So starting off with just the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is just a staple index that pretty much tracks the top 500 companies in the United States. For anybody, everybody should be investing in the S&P. You don't have to worry about it, manage it. And on top of that, the ticker that I use is SPY, and you get dividends and growth and all that stuff. So if you're not investing in the S&P, you're honestly just missing out on profits because this is just a staple one. Over the past 90 years, it's had about a 10% return and it grows almost every single year. And I do try to keep that near and around 20% of my portfolio. All right, coming in at number 2 is ticker symbol SCHD. Now this one here is just a dividend growth ETF. So this one here pretty much very similar to the S&P, but this one here really focuses on the top paying dividend companies. So if you're looking to get into some sort of passive income, this one here is a great one that I would highly recommend. And stay tuned for the end where we talk about how much money I made off of dividends. Stay tuned for the end. Coming in at number 3 is Google. I pretty much went very, very heavy into Google just because I think anytime this thing was under $100, it was an absolute bargain. The company brings in a ton of money and it grows every single year. On top of that, they had over $116 billion in cash. So I think if something ever happened to Google, they can pull from that cash and continue to grow and invest inside the business. And especially with the overall rise of AI, Google is a major factor of that. And I think they're going to be one of the leaders of the AI space, which is nice. All right, my 4th largest holding does not come in at a surprise. This one here is TSLA, obviously the staple, the GOAT of the electric auto space, Tesla. Tesla for me, anytime this thing was under $200, I bought as much as I could. I think they're heavily invested into AI AI, the electric auto space, autonomous driving, data, software, all that stuff. And I think that's going to be some of the top growing sectors over the next 5 years, which is nice. All right, the fifth largest holding and the last one that we're going to be talking about here is NVIDIA. NVIDIA for me is a staple. It's a GOAT of AI. Obviously, one of the main reasons why I had a ton of growth out of this account is because I invested a ton, or as much as I could, into AI. You know, NVIDIA for me is invested billions of dollars into AI. They make computer parts, graphics cards, and some of their next upcoming cards have AI integrated with them. So I think that's going to be some of the top things to look out for, and they're going to be leading the way of the AI space. All right, so those were the top holdings that I had, but now for the dividends. How much money have I made from dividends? Well, I do have quite a lot of companies that actually pay me dividends, so I made near and around $6 over the past 500 days from dividends. Now, obviously, it's only $6, but hey, I use Drip, which pretty much automatically reinvests those dividends back into the companies, so we'll see. Maybe in the next 500 days, well, we might have more. We may have $12, $13, $14, $15, $20, who knows? Because the beautiful thing about Drip is all the dividends you get, you're reinvesting back into the companies to grow these dividends larger and develop that snowball effect, that passive income. You guys can clearly see the difference right here between reinvesting your dividends and not reinvesting your dividends. So just reinvest your dividends. It literally doesn't cost you any money to do, and it's not like you need 30 cents from Apple to pay off stuff. Starting out, just reinvest those dividends. It'll make you guys a ton of money. But guys, this is how much money I made over the past 500 days by investing $1 a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care.